Yes, good morning to all of you. I hope you all are staying safe at home and studying as well. Last chapter we completed and we had one revision session also. Now I'm going to start with chapter 6, that is layers and masking in GIMP. This is a software which is a substitute for Photoshop. You might have heard about Photoshop software, which is basically used for editing images. Basically, professionals are using for changing the background, changing the skin tone and all. So GIMP is a open source software. Photoshop you have to purchase, that is a software from Adobe which you have to purchase. The licensed version is required. But GIMP you don't have to purchase. You can freely download it online and you can install it on your computer and you can use it. No licensed version is required. What you have to do, you just go to any search engine, let's say let's for example Google, and type their free download of GIMP. So many links will be shown. Go to any of the link and click on download. Once it gets downloaded, it will be in the downloads folder of your computer. By default, I'm telling, if you have changed the location of downloads, you can search for that. By default, if default settings are there in your computer, all the downloaded files will go to downloads. You click on that and run the setup of GIMP from there. The GIMP software will be installed on your computer. Once it is done, what you have to do, you go to search box and type there GIMP. It takes time to open. Okay, this is the icon for GIMP. You just click on open. It takes time, as I told. So once it gets started, I'll tell you the basic things before starting the layers and all. So this is the opening screen. So it's getting started. So this is the first opening screen of GIMP where you will be editing the images. The top bar is known as title bar, where name of the open file will be there. This bar is the menu bar with these tool boxes there, where all the tools are available in the form of icons. Same tools are available inside these menus also. Okay, this is suppose I'm opening a new file. I opened the new file. Sorry, I have to create a new file I have created. It will ask you the width and height. Suppose this much I want, or you can decrease this also if you want. So this is inserted. This area where you can place images and all, this area is known as canvas, and this area is known as the layers panel. This is the toolbox, and this is whatever feature you will select, accordingly it will get changed. Like you want to select the brush, by default lasso tool is selected, so it is asking you the different features related to that particular tool. So this is the first opening window. Okay, so the basic tools, let me explain. This tool is for moving the layers, selected objects and all. If you want to move it from one location to another, so this move tool will be used. Another one, we have select tool. This select tool provides you two ways for selecting the part of the image, which you can delete, you can change the color and all. Basically here two shapes are: right click and it will be visible, rectangle select and ellipse select. Okay, these things are not explained in your book because they are assuming that you have already done the basic things in standard 6, but you were not using this book, so GIMP was not there. That's why I'm giving you just a basic idea that what you have to learn in this chapter. So rectangular select can be there, elliptical select can be there. How it can be done? Suppose I'm going to open any file now. Click on open. Yeah, one more thing, you don't have to double click. You can simply drag the image there in the canvas area. Suppose this flamingo image I want, you just drag it and place it on the canvas. It takes time and it gets inserted there. You can see, just close it and it will come. The size of the image is too short. You can increase or decrease the size by clicking on image, and there you will get the option of scaling the image. You can increase it. Suppose I'm making it 3000 pixels and then scale it. Image size will be increased. Okay, so a little bit it has increased. If the size of the original image size is too less and I'm trying to increase the size, obviously it will be pixelite, means number of pixels are very less and I'm trying to stretch the image. So number of pixels are less and the image will become hazy image will become. Okay, so if you want to select some part of the image, this image is too short, you can use this zoom tool to maximize the size. Zoom in should be there for maximize and zoom out for minimizing, means making the size small. So you click on this. Now see, if you want to select any part of the image, then you just click on this tool. Now elliptical tool is selected, so the shape of the image will be elliptical. Selected. Now image is selected, press delete key. That part of the image will get deleted. Same way, if you want to select in rectangular shape, right click, choose rectangle, click on that, and now press delete. You will see that that part will get deleted. Okay, same way we have lasso tool, means free select. You can use it from here also, and it is available in tools. Their selection tools option is there. Click on free select, and then draw freehand selection can be there. Yeah, remember the starting and end point must join together. You can see this yellow dot, it means they both are joining together. Leave it, press delete, that part will get deleted. So freehand selection is also there, and in some shapes like rectangle and elliptical, selection is also available. So first you download, then only that layers and all I'll start explaining. We have some more tools, like this is flip tool. If you want to rotate the image horizontally or vertically, I can use this one. Then we have this bucket fill tool. If you want to fill some color here, that this tool can be used. This eraser tool for erasing the part of the image can be used. This is locked image, that's why it's not getting deleted. I'll show how to delete it. So these all tools we are going to learn, and basically in your chapter it will be layers and masking. Means layers are basically transparent sheets placed on top of each other in such a way that the bottom sheet is also visible from the top sheet. Okay, so I'll explain. Pages kept on each other, transparent pages kept on each other, so that all the pages are visible through another page. Okay, this will be done in the next class. This was just an introduction class, and you be ready. If you have a laptop, if you have that much of memory, please download. And in case you are not able to do so, doesn't matter, please follow each and every video. You will understand what it is. So thank you, have a nice day.